Welcome to Italy. We are in Modena, which is about 30 miles outside Bologna. We're with Ducati because that is their new Pikes Peak Multistrada. Ducati won't tell me the weight, the power or any specs, but they will let me thrash it around this racetrack for a few laps to get my impressions. So I'm the only person outside Ducati who gets the opportunity to ride it. As I say, I can't tell you the power, the torque, the weight, the fuel capacity, comfort or anything like that, but hopefully I will be able to tell you what it feels like when I thrash it around this track. So, we are back in the UK. Couldn't do the verdict in Italy because we just didn't have enough time. It was a very exclusive test, and that's why we haven't got a huge amount of footage. The bike didn't have mirrors, we didn't ride it on the road. I don't know the tank range, I don't know the weight, I don't know the torque. I don't know the official name, although it's going to be the Pikes Peak Multistrada V4 or something like that. It promises to be the most powerful, sporty Multistrada ever. It promises to has the bike at high road 17-inch wheels. It will have all-in semi-active suspension. It will have really strong Brembo M50 stoppers. It will have multiple lean sensitive rider aids, everything that we tested on track, but that's not the final version. So the bike that we rode had slick tyres, 200 section rear, which obviously the road bike won't. But we did get a good session. Ducati just gave me the track to myself, so I did like 20 minutes in the sports mode, and I know the Modena racetrack really well, so on the pipe straight away. Braking was really impressive, braking stability was impressive, turning was really good for such a kind of tall bike, although we don't know the official height or suspension travel, but it feels quite tall, but it really bangs from side to side really well. You know, knee down to knee down to knee down, loads of confidence, loads of grip. Towards the end of the session the peg started to touch a bit because we was getting on the pipe, so we came in the pits, flicked it into race mode, had a drink, had a refresh, double checked everything, went back out. Mode, you feel a complete difference. The chassis is much firmer, there's more preload, which gives you more ride height, which means you have more ground clearance. You could still touch the pegs, but it was far less than it was previously. Power wise, I think it's about the same as the current V4 Multistrada. It might have a little bit more over rev, but it's there or thereabouts. It feels restricted in the first two gears. It's not scary power, it's probably like 170 brake-ish, but as I say, Ducati wouldn't give us any specs. This was a completely blind test. Turn up, ride the bike, go home. So I can only tell you what I can feel on track. To summarise, it's kind of like a comfortable bike that you'd ride to a track, hit it in the fast group and ride back. It's not like the old Pikes Peak Multistrada was basically a Multistrada with bits bolted on, although they were quality bits. It was a Multistrada. This is different. This is different chassis, different wheels. Feels like the weight's moved in the bike somewhere, because it can't be just the wheels that makes it turn so fast. It must be something else as well. So think of it as like an SP version. And in terms of competition, it's probably BMW XR, kind of 1000 XR kind of range, kind of something sporty like that, but it feels a bit more exclusive. It'd be interesting to see what the price is, because we don't know what the price is. I think it'll be more than the V4S, so we're probably talking between 18,000 to 20,000 pound mark. Feels exclusive. It's got multiple rider aids, but we don't have an off-road mode. We have a race mode rather than an enduro off-road mode, which is pretty cool. And we're going to test this bike again probably towards the end of this year or early next, and then I'll give you a full exclusive video report. As I say, we don't normally do this thing, but we thought it was too good of an option to miss, so hope you like it. If you do, leave a comment, and if you want me to do more, click subscribe, and I'll see what else I can do.